All right, this is episode 4, right? 4.
Yes, this is episode.
This is episode 4. I'm already losing track. That's not a good sign. No Quinnters podcast, episode 4. We got Zane West. Zane is a fitness coach, bodybuilder, competitive bodybuilder. Zane, you just want to introduce yourself, man?
Yep, I'm Zane West, like you said, all of those things, fitness coach, bodybuilder, what else? No, that's about it, that's all I got.
Yeah.
But
It's a short and sweet title, but soon you're gonna be in the fitness coaching game heavy. So
yeah,
that's fucking awesome, and we got some nice stuff cooking up for you. So
of course.
that's sweet, man. So how long you been coaching for the most part?
I've been coaching for like 4 years, about like 4 years.
Okay, got you. So like just online, you ever do like in-person training before?
I did in person for not even a year, and I was like,
Yeah.
this isn't for me.
Nah, fuck that. Like I was in the in-person game for a good amount of time. It was just not it, man.
Nah, dude.
And we had a whole podcast before where we literally talked about that. I had a guy on that I literally worked with, and we were just talking about how much of a fucking nightmare it was.
Yeah,
Just
bro.
Sitting around, like running around on your feet, just like chasing clients all the time, just like being a slave to people's schedules. Is just
Yeah.
pain in the ass, man. To be
And
completely honest.
the results are just nowhere near the same.
No, like the reward was just nowhere near, how much work you needed to put in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fucking nightmare, man. But like online coaching, I feel like it's just so much more rewarding because you're actually working with people you'd like to work with. you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, tell me a little bit about like the type of people you train, like the clients and everything. Like, what's your like ideal kind of like persona that you usually work with?
My ideal person is really just a guy that wants to grind. Like I work with a lot of guys, and like even the dudes that have like good genetics and they already look pretty good, a lot of times they slack. And it's just not very like rewarding or fun for me because you give someone a plan and they don't follow it. And it's
Exactly.
like, what's the point?
It's like I feel like the people with like really really good genetics, like they never really had to like earn anything, because like those are the type of people that could eat McDonald's twice a day and bench press once a week and grow fucking huge. And then it's like you give them a plan, it's like they don't really value it or follow it because they've always been kind of like almost like handed.
Yeah,
everything
that
given
used to be
them.
me.
Yeah.
I used to my first year of training, I literally didn't train legs.
Yeah.
And I remember my brother and my friend would be like, dude, like I need to train legs, bro. And I'm like, I don't need to, man. My legs are already pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't train them for the first year of working out.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, no, it was kind of the same thing for me. I was just kind of like a bench and bicep guy.
Yeah.
Like I would go to the gym, I'd know what else to do, so it'd be like bench press and biceps.
Yep.
I did that for like 6 months until I actually figured out, oh shit, I need to get strong at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's how I was too. Like over time, it's just a progression of like, I wouldn't really care about, I'm like, shoulders, like who needs big shoulders? And I see someone with big shoulders, I'm like, maybe I do need to train shoulders, or like just whatever it is. I see somebody with crazy legs, I'm like, maybe I do need to train legs.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it happened.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because like as you get deeper and deeper into lifting, like you start off a beginner and maybe you just go off like some program you download off like bodybuilding.com, like the old forums and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you kind of like look around and see what other people are doing and you're like, oh, you know what? That guy's pretty big and he's doing that. So I'm going to try that and see what happens.
Exactly.
And then you just kind of learn as you go, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I was kind of worked out on and off. Like I was like one of those kids, like 10 years old, the 1 minute ab videos.
Yeah.
And I'd be doing like 1,000 crunches in my living room trying to get abs by the next day I woke up. That was me.
I was the same way. Like I would literally be like, because I used to be like a huge fucking like video game guy. So I'd be like sitting in my room like playing fucking Minecraft, and then like in between I would just like do like crunches in my room and shit.
Yeah, I used to.
Yeah.
I used to do like squats and like crunches and stuff like between TV commercials.
Yeah, that's always how it starts too. We're always like we always start like with crunches.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is because we all wanted like abs or something when we were younger.
That's exactly what it is.
And then we kind of realized, oh shit, we actually have to like go to a gym and lift to actually get the physique we want. Yeah.
You have to follow a diet.
Exactly, which I did not fucking do. But even before I started lifting, my diet was fucking horrendous.
Oh yeah.
Like it was like chicken nuggets, French fries, pizza. Like
I was always a sugar kid. Like I used to, especially when I was growing up younger, I would just literally eat straight candy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat nothing else, just candy.
Yeah. Did you grow up like having like a fast metabolism?
Oh yeah, extremely fast.
I was the same way. Yeah.
Extremely fast.
I was a skinny fucking kid. Like I used to get away with like so much just like garbage in my diet and like it would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was the same way.
Yeah. I feel like that's like That's a decent place to like start with bodybuilding though, because like you're always lean, right? So it's like you can get away with like eating more food and like staying leaner when you do your push-up phases.
Yep.
And I always find like those are the guys that's like, especially when I train them now, the guys with fast metabolisms, it's hard at first because their appetite kind of sucks. But then once you figure out like the right amount of food for them, they grow really, really well.
Yeah,
I don't know if you noticed that
extremely
yourself.
well.
Yeah,
The insulin sensitivity is always good. So
exactly.
it makes all the difference.
Yeah. I know it's it's almost like the opposite with like the guys that like grew up like fat. It's like you have to be really, really careful with throwing in carbs with them. Because like if you throw in too much, you're gonna start to lose sensitivity and then they just, can't really grow.
Yep.
Yeah. That's interesting, man. So you compete. And this is really good because like a lot of the guys that follow like my page, they're not really competitive bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Mostly like lifestyle guys that just want to, get bigger and more jacked just to live life, like a better life like that. But you compete. And like we're like polar opposites. So just tell me a little bit more about like your competition history and everything like that.
Yeah, so when it comes to competing, I've competed 3 times. I did my
Okay.
first show. It was a natural show, and then I competed 4 weeks later, NPC show, and I took 2 years off, and I just competed last July, so exactly a year ago today. And then I'll do a show in November, and then nationals in December.
Oh, shit, you're doing nationals.
Yeah,
Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, good
that's
shit.
that's the plan
Yeah.
now, bro.
Sweet. So you're going into, it's a prep now, right?
Yeah, I'll be in prep as soon as I get back home.
Yeah, sweet, man. Yeah, so you got a couple more days of just loose diet and everything. Yeah.
I got tomorrow, and then when I get back home the next day, it'll start.
Yeah, exactly. And like I feel like it's like you go from like, because I haven't done like, I've done maybe one show, and like I say maybe because like I didn't like like places well as I'd like to, but like you go from off season where it's like you're pushing a lot of food, you can be a little bit more lenient with your diet, and you kind of enjoy that, but then you go into prep and it's like a whole different mindset. You like flip a switch,
Yeah,
and it's like you just enjoy the process and you enjoy like how you look and just like every week you just see change after change after change, and it's like a different kind of like dopamine rush you get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, no, I honestly hate the off season, bulking and pushing the food and stuff like that. I honestly hate it. I feel my best
Yeah.
during prep, and even like 3 weeks out, 2 weeks out, a week out, I feel my best. Like just from like a clear mind
Yeah.
standpoint.
Oh, 100%. Like I don't bulk anymore. Like I don't really need to because I don't compete, right? And so like for you, it's like you go through that like uncomfortable stage, but there's like a purpose behind it. So you'll endure that. But it's like I 100% get that. Like you get brain fog, you're bloated all the time.
Crazy.
Like fucking walking up the stairs is just like a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, dude, I'll be huffing and puffing. Like I'll be on live and people comment like, "Bro, why are you breathing so hard?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "Motherfucker, I fucking
Yeah.
ate 6 meals today. Like my stomach's full. I'm fucking massive. Like, yeah, bro, I can't breathe very well."
Yeah, it's sleep apnea too.
And then
yeah.
he over here, he says I sound like a lawnmower when I'm sleeping. I didn't even know I snore, bro.
Yeah.
I had no clue. But every time I start getting lean, I get in contest prep, my snoring goes.
It all
away.
goes away.
Yeah, I feel fine.
I remember the first time I pushed over 200 pounds is like because I lived with my parents at the time, so they would literally tell me like we can hear you snoring like in the other fucking room. It's like, are you okay? Are you gonna fucking choke in your sleep?
Yeah.
It's like, but like the funny thing was, it's like so the meal I would have before bed when I was pushing like at the peak of that bulk over 200. So it wasn't even a meal; it was like a shake, and it was like whey protein, it was banana, it was like 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 cups of dry oats, peanut butter, and I would have that like minutes before I go to sleep.
Oh my god.
And then I would wake up like 3 times in the middle of the night, probably because I was like choking in my sleep
Yeah.
and just holding so much water and fluid, and it was just fucking nightmare. But it's like the shit we go through is just absolutely insane.
The worst part for me, bro, is I get really bad acid reflux.
Yeah.
I'll wake up in the middle of the night, like just coughing acid up, and it just like it burns so bad, bro. Like I literally have Tums with me right now.
Yeah.
Like, on the off season, like I literally take 2 or 3 Tums before I go to sleep every night.
Have you tried baking soda?
No, I haven't.
Try that.
Really?
Swear it's like instant fix for acid reflux.
Really?
Instant fix.
I did not know that.
So I would get acid reflux when I would take things like Winstrol or Anadrol.
Yeah.
Because like my stomach would be just so fucking acidic, and like it would be a point where like I couldn't even like get food down.
Yeah.
Because I'd just be like like coughing up acid. So like teaspoon of baking soda,
Really?
like within seconds clears it up.
That would have been great to know because in the off season, like even right now, I sleep like pretty much sitting up.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to.
terrible.
Yeah. If you put your head back, like or to the side or whatever, if you sleep on your back, it's like you just choke. You
Yeah.
can't breathe.
No,
Yeah.
in the off season, I can't sleep laying down. Like I'm pretty much like at this angle right here, just sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
It's bad.
Yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. What's the heaviest you push up to, body weight?
It was this off season. It was like 237 in the morning.
Okay.
Fasted. I'm 5'9", so.
Got you. What are you usually weighing at prep or like at the peak of your prep?
So I weighed in my last show at like 192
Okay.
or 193.
Got you. So you're looking at probably dropping like 40 pounds of body fat, something like
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna have to drop like 40, bro.
And that's interesting because like a lot of people think they're like, you know, like the average guy thinks they're like leaner than they actually are. But they look at you and it's like they think you're, you know, to the average person, like you look shredded to them.
Yeah.
And to tell them you have to lose 40 pounds of body fat, they're like, where?
Oh, dude, I get people all the time. It's like, yeah, man, like, how long do you think it'll take for me to get ready for a show or, you know, whatever the case is? I'm like, bro, you're gonna have to lose like 60 pounds or 70 pounds. They're like,
not even that. We need like a year and a half.
Yeah.
To like first of all get some fat off you so you're insulin sensitive, and then do a growing phase so when you do your prep you're in a much better spot.
Exactly.
Right.
And then I get guys that are like probably 40 pounds overweight and they're like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to get massive and put on a bunch of muscle. I'm like,
bro, we gotta take a step back first.
Dude,
yeah.
Your insulin sensitivity's in the trash can, but it's not gonna happen.
So I do the same thing. I'm sure a lot of like really good coaches do the same thing too. It's like before we do a push-up phase, we just get people really, really lean. Do you do the same thing?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Clean up phase.
Yeah, I almost call it like a clean out or like maybe even like lean out phase. That's what I kind of like coin it as. And it's like, you know, we're not really like pushing doses super high, at least, you know, in that first part. We're just maybe taking a moderate dosage or moderate usage cycle just to get some body fat off.
Yep.
Then cruising, and then once they're lean and healthy, then we go into like a massive push-up phase.
Exactly.
I feel like that works the absolute best.
No, yeah, it does, 100%. Like people come to me and they want to start a cycle or something like that, and their body fat's already extremely high. I'm like,
it's like, bro,
like let's make sure we can utilize all of it.
Yeah, it's like people don't realize it. It's like they think they're just gonna take gear and like if they're like 25% body fat, they're just gonna magically be 15% body fat and significantly bigger. It doesn't fucking work like that. You're gonna get more side effects when you have higher body fat.
Yep.
You know, more aromatization and estrogen.
Yep.
You have a harder time building muscle. So it's like, let's just take a step back first, and then you know get you sensitive, and then when we push the drugs up, you're gonna be in a much better place.
Yeah, dude. Most people don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
Like I rarely hear people talk about. I rarely hear people talk about insulin sensitivity as it is.
Right. No, it's not very often talked about. I feel like I don't think it's like people are like hiding that information, but it's like it's just not like people think it's like either like bulking or cutting. Yeah. But it's a little bit more nuanced than that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they see like Lee Priest in the off season, like it's a dirty bulk.
Yeah. It's like well, like, first of all, Lee Priest is like the fucking like top 0.1% genetics. So it's like he can get away with that, but it's like, you know, average Joe over here, that's like, you know, like skinny fat is not gonna get away with it.
No, bro. Yeah. No. And my approach to people that are skinny fat, because it's a good one, because I get asked about that a lot.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Number one, like, there's different levels of skinny fat. Like, there's like super skinny and there's super fat. There's like skinny, a little bit of muscle, and a little fat. Like, there's different levels to it. Yeah. But I notice usually the people that are skinny fat, a lot of times, like, their meal frequency is like 1 meal a day.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It's so low.
Yeah.
And the first thing I'll do is like up their meal frequency to like 5. Yeah. And they'll immediately start leaning out, building muscle, and like recomping pretty well. Yeah. Even the natural guys. Yeah. No, it's crazy because like I do the same approach like with guys eating like 1 or 2 meals a day. Yeah. And like I just bump them up to 5 meals a day with like, you know, like a lean protein source and, you know, a like starch carbohydrate source, like whole food. Yep. And they'll like look at the plan and they'll be like, dude, this is more food that I'm eating. I'm trying to lose body fat. I'm like, dude, just trust me. Just like run this for, you know, 2 months and tell me you don't drop weight. Yeah. And then they end up like leaning out or like recompositioning or dropping weight. And it's like your metabolism was fucking tanked before. Exactly. So like nobody fucking gets that. A lot of people don't understand, like a lot of people don't understand with your metabolism, bro. Like it's so many instances as well. Like somebody will be in like 2 meals a day and I'll give them like 5 and they're like, dude, I can't get this food down. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, give it a week or 2. Exactly. And then they hit me, they're like, bro, I'm so hungry, bro. Like I'm ready for my next meal every time I eat. Exactly. It's always like the first couple of weeks where it's like your digestion has not caught up yet to the amount of food. And it's like, just let your body adapt. And I promise you, your appetite is going to get better. Like, just like literally like once you're like a week into it or like, you know, let's say like a month into the plan, like set a timer.
like I swear to God, in 2 hours you're gonna be at least like a little bit hungry for that
Yep.
next meal if you just stick to like a certain regimen.
Yep.
You know, yeah. But it's crazy, man. A lot of people just don't fucking get it.
Yep. You can, and if you can't eat enough food, you can always just take MK677, right?
Yeah, no. We were talking about this earlier and how fucking retarded we think that is.
I'm the biggest MK677 hater of all
Oh
time.
yeah. I mean, if anybody asked me about it, we'd have the same opinion, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, so first of all, it's nobody advanced or nobody with like a really good physique or any professionals are really advocating for it.
No.
It's always the teenagers that ask about it.
It's always the
right?
teenagers.
Yeah.
14, 15, 16 years old. Or
Yeah.
it's the really short teenager that's like, hey, can I take MK to like boost my height?
Bro.
Like,
I haven't heard that one.
What, bro?
They really think that?
Bro, I get that all the time. Like, hey, bro, I'm taking MK. I'm 14 years old. I'm taking MK to boost my height. And I'm
No
like,
way.
bro, that's not going to increase your growth hormone enough to make you literally grow taller, bro.
Like that's going to fuck up your insulin sensitivity and you're going to feel like garbage and hold a lot of water.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get a little bit hungrier, but.
And
yeah.
I had one client, dude, I always tell this story when people ask. I had one client that he had already ordered MK. Like, he already had it. And he was like, yeah, bro, I'm going to take this MK, this, that, and the third. And I was like, yeah, bro, let's not do that. I was like, bro, send it back, like, get your money back or whatever.
Yeah.
He calls me probably about 2 months later, and he's like, bro, I got my blood work done. Like, my doctor says I'm pre-diabetic. He's trying to put me on metformin. And I'm like, bro, did you take that MK after I told you not to? He's like, yeah, bro.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I told you, dog. Like,
what do you think's gonna happen? So here's the thing with MK677, right? So I do genuinely believe it fucks up your insulin sensitivity more than like a high dose of growth hormone will.
Yeah.
Like even at like a moderate dose. And like, you know, when people want to take it, they're taking it, you know, to usually increase their appetite, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
That'd be a good, like a good application for it for like some people.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, it's like when you're already eating, you know, 600, 700 grams of carbs, right? And you're at the peak of your off season and your body fat's already high as it is.
Yeah.
You throw an MK677 and you're just gonna tank your fucking insulin sensitivity and then you're just gonna be in a worse position, right?
Exactly. You're just gonna get fat.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. Like the people that do use MK correctly are usually like seasoned guys that know what they're doing, and their food, their off-season food has just gotten so high. They need that boost.
Yeah.
But
just for the appetite. Yeah.
Exactly. But they know how to, you know, they're using insulin or they're using metformin or, you know, something to mitigate any blood glucose issues anyway.
Right.
So they can utilize it.
Right. It's not just a teenager that's just taking it, doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the problem is, bro? It's the dudes that post their MK677 transformations and they go from looking like a stick to like me or you. And it's like,
it's insane. So they 100% do that for views because we both know they're not just taking MK677.
No, bro.
They're taking Tren, fucking Test, Anavard, Winstrol, fucking everything.
Yeah.
And they say it's MK677 because they know it's going to drive up engagement and get people fucking.
And they're getting a lot of commission.
They probably are. If they're sponsored by a peptide or SARM company, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a big problem. And like, you know, like a lot of these like impressionable teenagers, like they'll see that shit and they'll just be like, okay, well, I want to look like that, so I'm just gonna order all this fucking shit from this peptide website. They're gonna fuck themselves up, then they're gonna come to us and be like, hey, I'm taking this and like I'm fat now, or like, I'm taking this, or like my dick doesn't work. Like,
or yeah, dude, I get that all the time, bro. It's a lot of teenagers messaging me. It's like literally worried me. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what is this kid doing himself?
I've had a handful that have reached out to me that have been like taking like concerning cycles.
Yeah,
like we're not just talking about like shit that we've taken.
Yeah.
Like, you know, after years and years of experience, we're talking about like just like obscure, like exotic hormones.
Yeah.
Like Tren Hex, DHB, fucking Trenbolone. Like, where are you getting this shit? Yeah, Mint. It's like, I don't know, like what is with men? Like,
I don't know what, bro. Bro, I don't understand the thing with mint.
You ever use it?
No, bro. People ask me like, hey, have you ever used mint, bro? Like, what do you think about it? I'm like, dude, the biggest bodybuilders in the world and the best physiques I've ever seen, mint wasn't even around when these guys were. So why would I
it's like people are trying to like reinvent the wheel. Yeah. It's so like these compounds, I think they're relatively like new or like new to the market at least.
Yeah.
And it's like if it actually worked and had good application, we would see like massive increases or like drastic improvements in the physiques we see on stage.
Yeah.
Because they would want to use those because it would enhance their physique and enhance their competitiveness.
Exactly.
But we just didn't see that.
No.
God no. No, I've never fucking taken that. Anybody that's came to me that's taken it, like they've like just complained to me about side effects.
Yeah, exactly.
Like water retention, gyno, like fucking everything.
I had a buddy that used mint. He he did it for like 4 days, and he just like twacked out and
No.
just stopped using
Yeah,
it.
it's like at that point, just literally take Tren.
Yeah,
It's
at that point, just
probably
use
better
Tren.
for you.
Yeah, and the thing with men, like, it doesn't give you like that dry, hard, lean look. Like,
No.
it might be stronger than Tren, what they say, but it's not gonna
I don't even
give
think
you the
it's
same
that.
results.
I don't think anything compares to Tren.
I don't think so
no.
either, but that's what people say. So it's like, even if that was the truth, okay, it might be stronger, but it's not giving you the same look.
No, fuck no.
Tren, just like, there's nothing that there's not too many things that can mimic that look.
There's no compound that can mimic Tren. Like you have to take so much of the other stuff
Yeah.
just to get the same effects of like 300 mgs of Tren.
Yeah.
So it's at that point, save yourself all the fucking injecting of like 4 milliliters of oil and all the orals you have to take, and just take a little bit of Tren.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, it's crazy. But
Exactly, bro.
You've experienced Tren before, right? You've experimented with it?
Yep.
Yeah, got you. Okay.
For contest prep.
Contest prep. Okay, got you. So we're a little bit different. So I do, I don't compete. I just do lifestyle bodybuilding essentially. So
Yep.
I've used Tren, outside of, dieting phases before, and like just like, to enhance my physique and enhance my look just walking around. But I know I've talked about this story before. The first time I ever took Tren, I titrated the dose up to 1,000 milligrams,
Yeah.
which was fucking stupid. Dude, going back to it.
I can't imagine that, bro.
Yeah. But it was crazy because we were talking about this before, and like you're really, really sensitive to the effects of Tren, right? Like you were literally just like turn yourself into a nutcase on like 200 mgs.
Yeah, no, yeah. So like at 100 mgs of Tren, I'm like great. I get great results. Like I start morphing really quick. I feel good. Feel like a god. You know what I mean? And then 200 is like fine too. That's cool. But we titrated 300 the last 2 weeks out from my show, and dude, I felt like a nutcase. I couldn't even operate.
Yeah.
Like as soon as it was like the same day I injected it too. I was like, bro, like I literally felt like I wanted to crawl out of my own skin.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I don't know how people take any more than this.
You're like, I think you're really sensitive to just like those drugs in general, just like PEDs in general.
Anything, bro.
Like, like growth wise and side effect wise, which I find really interesting because you're, almost 240 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you take less shit than I do. And you're that size, and there's a shit ton of genetic variance to this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's like we don't really train any less hard. We eat the same.
Nah, you train like a psychopath, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, he trains like a psychopath.
Yeah, we trained yesterday. What we do? We did arms.
Yeah.
And this guy like came in, thought it was like a fucking just like a nice little arm day. He was on like 4 hours of sleep from the airport. He was like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill and do some arms. No, we did drop sets on the fucking barbell curl. We did drop sets on the fucking ladder raise and everything, supersets.
Yeah.
And like that whole workout was like a cardio workout. But it's like, going back to that, people think like, oh, like, you take that much gear. It's like, you should be 300 pounds.
Yeah.
But it's like, the training is still there, the diet is still there. It's really just a, genetic thing, right?
Yeah, it is, man. You can be 100% in all factors. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, your genetics is going to determine how big you can get, how you're going to look.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just is what it is.
Exactly. Yeah, and a lot of people don't understand that. It's like, steroids are literally just like medications. So it's like, you go to the doctor, for example, and let's say they prescribe you like a certain drug, and you don't get the desired effect from that drug. What do? They're probably gonna up your dose or change the drug, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And steroids are the exact same way. So it's like not everybody responds or grows off of moderate doses. Some people need like a little bit more to get the same effect.
Exactly.
Doesn't make you a bad person. Doesn't make you like a drug abuser or whatever.
Exactly.
It's just using what you need.
It's completely different for everybody. But I think like the biggest mistake I see though with people taking gear a lot of the times is they will just titrate the dosage up, but they train like pussies and their food is just whatever.
So
they just eat whatever.
So that's the problem, because like then they're just using it as a crutch at that point.
Yeah, then it's a crutch.
Yeah. So like, they could get the same, if not better effect, just taking moderate doses and just getting their training and diet in check.
Exactly.
But when those two things are already in place and you're still not getting the effects from your gear, that's when you can think about titrating up.
Exactly.
But nobody understands that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. But what would you say like your biggest cycle was? Because you've done like mostly just like moderate doses for the most part.
Bro, pretty moderate. Yeah, like I was saying the other day, the biggest cycle I've taken like total milligram wise, I don't even know what it is, top of my head. But I just know is 400 tests. It's a contest prep. 400 tests, titrate up to 700 mast, 50 var a day. What was it? Tren got up to 300 milligrams a week the last 2 weeks. and then Winnie, 50 milligrams.
Okay.
So that was the biggest stack I've taken.
Okay. So that's pretty heavy for what you've taken. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big stack for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like that's why it's like kind of like a moderate, just like kind of like walk in the park thing for me. It's like so like one day I'll just wake up after doing like a cruise for like 8 weeks, and I'll just like see what's in my my little bag of gear, and I'll be like, you know what, I'm just gonna start this cycle. And it's usually something like that.
I've always wanted that freedom, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's the difference between like competing and then lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like
You have
like
that freedom.
dude,
You
I've
have the
always
freedom to
wanted
do
to
that.
just like I always feel like I have like a I don't even know what is it, like a gauge on myself, because
Yeah.
I'll look in my drawer and be like, okay, I got this, I can't use it.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, man, I wonder what it'd be like to take like 200 milligrams more, but I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've never been able just to be able to go in there and be like, what do I want to use?
Yeah, like I think I'm just gonna take some
let's do this.
super draw today.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Just get a good pump for the next couple days.
It's
Yeah,
like it's bag day.
Yeah.
Let me try some Anadrol.
Yeah,
Like, I've never
exactly.
done that. I've never taken more than what my coaches told me
Yeah.
to do.
So I think that's a good thing too, because you have somebody that actually is knowledgeable and is able to keep you in line.
Yeah.
Because like I mean, it is easy to just up the dose when you feel like it.
Yeah,
And just
exactly.
like you up your Anadrol by like 100 mgs
Yeah.
and just feel good for a couple weeks, and you get toxic and can't eat your food, right?
Exactly.
You have a coach telling you, hey, don't be retarded and do this.
Yeah.
So that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I've
awesome, man.
always that's the thing. I've always had guidance. Like I had a coach when I was natural, so the
Yeah.
transition to enhanced was like I wouldn't if I went back I wouldn't change anything about how I did it. I did it perfect.
You
I
did it
feel
right,
like.
yeah. For a competitor, you did it right.
Yeah, my first cycle was 350 tests a week, and then added mast in at some point. I was having like a little bit of estrogenic side effects. So it's 350 tests, 350 mast. That was my first stack.
Okay.
And then my second stack was 350 tests, 350 mast, 25 mgs of Anabart.
Okay.
That's literally it.
Yeah. So you just added like a little bit of an oral to that.
The
Yeah.
first year of me being enhanced, never went above 350 tests. The most I ran was 300 primo with the test, and then 200 MPP.
Okay.
The first whole year of me cycling, that's all I did.
Yeah. That like for most people that would be like a cruise or something
Exactly.
like that.
Like
Yeah.
no growth, nothing.
Yeah. That's fucking wild, man. Yeah, fuck. The one experience I had with NPP, I didn't like it.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, when it comes to MPP, bro, like I remember dude, like a certain song would come on in my car and I would start crying.
Yep.
And I'd be like, bro, what is wrong with me?
Like,
bro?
what's going on?
I just said because I
It'd
didn't
be
know
the same thing for me.
I wasn't
Yeah.
educated on this
Yeah.
compound. My coach told me, okay, use this. All right, cool. But yeah, dude, I hopped on MPP, bro. Like some song would come on, I'd literally fucking cry.
Yeah.
And I'd be in my car like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with me, bro? Like I'm in here crying over a song.
Yeah.
Like a movie would come on, like something would happen to a dog or something, I'd start fucking tearing up.
Yep.
And my girl's sitting next to me, I'm like, fuck, bro, don't cry. Like,
Don't let her see your emotional side.
yeah, bro. That's what MPP did to me. And then when I got off, I was like, somebody told me, and I was like, oh, that's what that was? It was the
Yeah.
MPP? Yeah, bro.
That's what I tell like a lot of the guys on like that I coach. It's like, okay, like one of the side effects you have to look out for and like that you need to tell me about is like if you get overly emotional during like shit like that. Like you hear a sad song, you watch like a movie and you start tearing up. I'm like, if that's not normal for you, like tell me.
Yeah, for
Because we
real.
need to fix that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I had one client. I won't say his name, but he was seeing like a girl at the time, and like we started our cycle, and like he like thought he was like like she was cheating on him like the whole time, and like that he was like crying over stupid shit, and like that was so uncharacteristic of him.
Yeah.
But like luckily he kept me in the loop, and we were able to control that. I was like, all right, let's just get some blood work and see what's up. And his estrogen was like way out of the fucking reference range.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's just throw in some aromacin and see how you respond. And then he felt fine.
Yeah.
It's like what, like why the fuck was I thinking like that?
Exactly, bro. Yeah, I always know like my estrogen's getting high
Yeah.
just by the way I start feeling. Like, I start just getting sad about dumb
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm like, man, my life's so terrible.
Yeah.
And then I take some Remedex the next day. I'm like, oh, I feel like $1 million.
Yeah, like I'm
again.
good. Yeah. I think we should like when we're on these compounds, like especially like Tren too. I think it would be a good idea to like journal your thoughts and actions.
Oh yeah, bro.
And then just like write them down. And then like when you're off the Tren or whatever compound you're taking, just compare it to how you're thinking now when you're clear headed. And you'll probably look back at that and be like, what the actual fuck? Like, why did I do this? Why was I thinking this? Why did I say this to this person? Like,
bro, both times I used Tren, bro, like it was probably like it was so many instances I look back and be like, damn, bro, I was tripping. Or my friends would be like, bro, it's just the Tren, bro. It's just the Tren. I'm like, nah, fuck that. It's not the Tren, bro. This, that, and the third. And then later, but I'll be like, especially when I feel bad for my girl, bro, when I'm on Tren.
oh, Jesus Christ.
I feel
Yeah.
bad for my girl when I'm on Tren. Like I told you, like this story, her listening to music in the car. When I
Yeah.
was on Tren, I'm like, man, every song you listen to is like a breakup song, like missing somebody. I'm like, who the fuck are
Like
you
who
missing?
you
Who the
missing?
fuck are you missing so bad? This is all you listen to,
Yeah.
bro. We had a full blown argument about that when I was on
No,
Tren.
it was insane. Like I remember that first trend cycle. So so the 1,000 mg dose that I took, that was it
Bro, I
lasted for
couldn't,
about 2 weeks.
1,000 mgs,
It,
bro. I would destroy
it
my relationship.
it lasted for 2 weeks for like that very reason. And I remember there was like something that went on with this girl I was seeing. And I remember like I go into my friend's house to like talk about it, and he literally said like, dude, you're just like like you're almost like talking to a wall right now, trying to convince yourself of something that like wasn't true.
Yeah, bro.
And he was just like sitting there trying to be like, okay, like yeah, it's fine, like just relax. And I'm like literally like trying to convince myself of this like false truth.
Yeah.
And it's like then like I came off after that week, and it was like what the fuck was I thinking? like why did I say this to this girl? Like why like yeah. But it's kind of funny because
dude, and also the thing about Tren though is like once you get a thought in your head, nobody can talk
oh
you out
no,
of it.
nobody can stop you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once you get
Yeah.
a thought in your head, no one can tell
Yeah.
you you're tripping. It could be 3 people
Yeah.
telling you at the same time, bro, you're tripping. You're like, nah, bro.
Exactly.
You nobody can convince you.
Yeah.
Dog.
I feel like I've taken trends so many times. It's like now I'm like aware of that thought process.
Yeah.
So now I can kind of like control myself and be like, okay, if I have like one of those thoughts in my head, I can take a step back and be like, okay, it's just the trend.
Yeah,
Because I'm self-aware. But like
Yeah,
when I first
exactly.
did my first trend, so like I wasn't self-aware.
Yeah.
So it's like I like those thoughts would just turn into actions, and there was nothing stopping it.
Yeah, nothing can stop it, dog. You can't.
It's a-
It just makes it so much harder like to control yourself too.
It's a crazy fucking compound. But like we were talking about this before, like if you microdose it, it can actually like enhance some of your like social features and just
Yeah,
like
100%.
just like drive and everything.
100%.
I don't know if you ever like saw that effect from taking Tren before.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Anytime I take Tren, bro, like I have like my best months when it comes to like making money
Yeah.
and shit like that
Yeah.
every time because dude, I'm saying like I can literally sleep 5 hours on Tren,
Oh.
wake up and
You
ready to go.
you operate on much less sleep
Yeah,
because
like-
you're just so stimulated.
I
Yeah.
couldn't fall back to sleep if I wanted to.
Yeah, you just wake up and it'd be go time.
Yep.
But I remember like when I was first growing my page and like really pumping out content, it would be like 3 reels a day. Like I would just make like so much like controversial content because I didn't give a fuck what anybody thought of me.
Yeah.
I was taking Trend at the time too, and it would be like the most like fucking like the captions would just like intentionally piss people off. And I'd go in the comments, I just fucking rip people apart.
Yep.
But like that itself, it grew so much like engagement to my page because I was
Yep.
being so controversial, and it helped my business to some extent.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny. So I can relate a little bit of my success with my page to Trenbolone.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, dude. And the thing, like I'm on Trend too. Like any other time, like people can like say negative things to me or whatever, and I was
Yeah.
like,
So
okay,
whatever, brush it off.
you know,
yeah.
cool, whatever. And then when I'm on Trend, bro, someone will say something to me, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta fucking say something back.
Yeah.
I gotta fire back, bro. Like
Yeah,
when
it's
I'm
like
on Trend.
Your defense mechanisms are just on all the time.
Yeah, dude. This kid.
You won't take any disrespect. Yeah.
No, yeah, dude. I was walking in the mall. This is a bad story. When I was on Trend, this is my last contest, bro. I think I was like 2 weeks out. This kid walked up to me in the mall. My little brother was with me, and he was like, "You natty or not?" And I was like, "What the fuck does it look like?" And then I just kept walking.
He's
My little brother was like,
Yeah.
"Damn, bro."
I know exactly what you're thinking because like you probably thought in your head like why does he not think I'm natural? or like why does he not think I'm on steroids? Am I small? Like
Well, my first thought. Well, honestly, my first thought was like, dude, he just said it like so loud in front of everybody.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like,
who the fuck is
bro,
this guy?
why the fuck would you ask me that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he was the younger, he's probably like 16 or 17 or something. And then looking back, I was like, I feel kind of bad. Like,
Yeah,
that's
like he was
not
just
my
asking
normal
you a
response.
question. He was,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably out of like
But
respect
it,
and
no,
like
it was kind of the way he did though. He came with like, he just kind of like came up and he's like, you natty or not?
yeah.
So that pissed me off. If he would have been like, hey bro, like you natural or like you enhanced?
Yeah.
I'm enhanced, bro. I'm a competitor. But this is like kind of the way he did it. I was like, what the fuck does it look like, bro?
Yeah.
You know, it's like I come to him, I'm like, bro, do you do coke?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's fucking.
and dude, I was on Trend. Like, it was obvious, bro. I just like our gym is in the mall. Like, I literally just worked out and walked into the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it
Oh yeah,
was
so you
obvious.
probably have like a pump going on and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
veins everywhere. Yeah, it's fucking obvious.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, you really got to be careful of your environment when you take these things because I mean, like the people you're around, it can affect those relationships 100%.
Oh, yeah,
Nobody likes to
100%.
talk about that either. think it's all sunshine and rainbows, but it's like these things do have very drastic mental effects.
Oh, 100%. When it comes, especially when it comes to Tren, bro, like, they call it divorce in a bottle for a reason.
It's literally
Like I said, like,
bottle,
there's this guy, obviously I'm not gonna say his name, but dude, I've known this dude for years. He's been with his wife for like 10 plus years, hopped on Tren to do a show, literally cheated like 30 times.
Yeah.
Like literally. And then when I see him at the gym and, he looked all down and stuff, this is after a show and everything. He's like, yeah, I was going through it. Like, me and the wife were getting divorced and stuff. And he was like, bro, like, I don't even know why I did that, bro. Like, he's like, dude, like, thinking about it, like, I don't even know what I was thinking.
Yeah. You don't think straight at all. Yeah. And it's funny. I think like every relationship I've been on in the past like year or two, I've been taking Tren. And coincidentally enough, what do you think happened there?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, which is like, I mean, it's kind of fucked up to think about now, but it's like, I mean, it's true. Like, if you like really, if you're like with somebody that you like actually like love and respect, it's like you like, and these drugs affect you that way. It's like a little bit of bodybuilding progress is not worth destroying that relationship. No.
Yeah, well, like when I'm done competing, like I won't be using Tren stuff like that.
Yeah.
Probably, and then too, like, I don't want to be on Tren when my son's like 11 and he like fucking breaks something.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
no.
Like, and I don't want
to. You don't want him to like see you like that.
Yeah, definitely not. Like I don't do Tren and then like beat my girlfriend or anything like that. But it's still like I'll get angry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like
irritable.
Yeah, a little bit irritable. That makes sense.
Yeah. So shout out to my girl for being with me during contest prep while I'm also on Tren. You're the MVP. She understands now. She's been with me since my first show. So she knows how it goes. Yeah. But like every contest prep I go through, there's a point in my prep because like, dude, I'm just like, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I don't want to talk. Yeah. Like every point in my prep, like she tweaks out every time. Yeah. Because we basically don't have a relationship for like 3 months. Like there's no relationship.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, you're in like tunnel vision essentially. So it's like you just don't have time to like spend with anybody else besides yourself. Yeah. Which, I mean, it makes sense, but it's like you like almost have to like make it up to them afterwards. Oh yeah. Because it's like you have to like even have like a talk with them and be like, okay, like for these next 2 months, I'm gonna be just like in my own head, in my own shit, and I'm going to make it up to you, I promise. Exactly. But just understand these next 2 months, I'm gonna be
my last contest prep, since my girl went through it with me. Yeah. I let her get another cat because she loves cats. We got like 3 freaking cats. And then I took her to Monday Night Raw because she's a huge WWE fan. Nice. So that's what I had to do to make up for my prep.
Exactly. Yeah, that makes
I always
sense.
got to like take her somewhere, something to make up for me being a dickhead for 3 months. Yeah. But she understands now. Like I said, she's been with me literally since my first prep. So yeah, she knows how it is. But I also like, I feel like I have to get better, like just balancing everything while I'm in prep because in my head, it's like I have to be like, this is it. Like, I won't answer the phone. Like, my mom will call me. I won't talk to her for like 3 weeks. Yeah, like, just kind of like ridiculously, like, it's not that serious. You know what I mean? Yeah. So trying to find that balance and like saying yes more. Like, people ask you to go do things. Like, I used to act like, nah, I'm on prep. I can't do anything. Yeah. Like, bro, I can bring my meal with me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, I understand that thought process because it's like you think every second you waste is just like something like a moment you're taking away where you could be, sleeping or recovering or prepping your meals or something
posing,
like something, posing, something like something that's like conducive or like, that benefits your prep. Yeah. And that's time just like taken away from that goal. Yep. But, you have to understand it's like, people, I mean, most of my friends, they don't even really bodybuild so much. It's like they don't compete or anything. So it's like, you have to understand like from their thought process, they just think you're
everybody's like, dude, what's
they just
wrong
think you're shutting them out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I am like, I tell them like, I am like, this is next 3 months. Like, I'm not here basically. Yeah. That's it. That's like literally what I tell them. Like everybody pretty much takes a back seat. Like it's pretty selfish. It's very selfish sport. Yeah. But I want to try to get better at not doing that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, especially since you're running a pretty big business right now. So it's like, if you take that away now from your clients' success, then like you're taking away from their progress, and that affects your business, and then so I get that.
Well, the thing with contest prep though, dude, that's actually like when I'm the most locked in on my business. Really? Because anybody that's been in contest prep will tell you like you're either trying to make money or you're buying stuff because you're losing so much dopamine you would normally get through food. Yeah. So your mind's just searching for other ways to get that. Like every time I'm in contest prep, bro, I probably within 3 months will buy like 30 pair of shoes. Yeah. I always get every contest prep. I always buy a new car.
You get like a little dopamine hit every time you buy something.
Yeah. Every time I buy, like, dude, I buy so much stuff while I'm in prep, and just to get that dopamine hit. Like
Yep.
I'll train, walk around the mall, and buy a pair of shoes.
Yep.
And our mall's so trash, like there's not a big selection. Like
Yeah.
I'll end up buying shoes that I normally wouldn't buy.
Yeah, because it's like I remember I did the same thing when I was like when I did my prep like 2 years ago. I was on like the tail end of it, and like I was just hungry and tired all the time. And I remember like to get steps, I would literally like drive 20 minutes to the mall.
Yeah,
and
that's
just like
what I
walk
do.
around. I just walk around, and then I end up going in stores and just buying random shit.
That's what I do.
I bought like a shirt that I didn't need, or like like a pair of shoes, or like I remember there was one time I I went to this one gym. It was like Ultra Flex. I don't know if they have it in Arkansas, but they have it around here. So I remember I went there once with my coach, and I'm like, this is a sick gym. I'm just gonna buy like a year membership for like $700.
Yeah.
And then I bought it, and I never went to that gym again.
Yeah. Bro, like
Yeah.
the impulse control on prep for buying shit is so bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I have probably 10 pair of shoes that I've never touched that I just bought while I was in prep.
Yeah.
Just to get a dopamine hit.
Yeah, and you're never gonna wear them in your life. Yeah.
I literally, bro, the last 4 weeks of prep, like I'm shopping every day. Like I'm looking for like clothes to buy, shoes, fucking, dude, I don't even know. I'll just buy stuff I never would have thought of buying.
Yeah.
Every time.
I should have just waited until I was just like deep into like a dieting phase on like 500 megs of Tren to buy that Corvette.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude, you would have got.
I would have bought every fucking like warranty they had.
Warranty, yeah, bro. He would have paid.
Braden wouldn't be able to talk me out of it. Yeah. 9K extra.
You'd be like, bro, I need this warranty, bro.
Yeah.
Just give me
Like
peace
Braden,
of
you don't
mind.
understand.
Yeah, dude. If you bought that car when you're on Tren, dude, it would have been the most euphoria ever.
Oh yeah. No, I've been like, fuck this. What's your most expensive car here?
Actually, man, let's get a Z06. Man.
Yeah. spend an extra 30K.
Yep.
Oh man.
No, dude, it's really how it is, bro. It's funny, bro. It's so funny. But yeah, dude, contest prep's like just so different, bro.
Yeah.
Just what it does to you, like it just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's something else. I mean, I can definitely speak on this. I've been through it, at least once before.
Yeah.
I remember the last week of prep. So first of all, I think of it, the cycle I was saying was like 500 megs of test, 500 megs of Primo, 350 Masteron, 50 Anavar, and the last week we threw in Halo tested.
Oh yeah. So I've never taken Halo.
Yeah, so I wouldn't unless your coach is giving you a surprises prep, which he told me he is, but
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah, bro.
we're looking at the same thing right now. Okay, perfect.
Oh my gosh. I just noticed that. I didn't even notice it first, bro. I didn't even know. Okay, so
Try to sabotage our podcast.
yeah, he's just got his ass cheeks out.
But what we're talking about Halo testing is so basically it's a suppository that you
Oh yeah.
Anyways, you probably could. I wonder what happened if you take like orals like
Up the
like
butt?
anally. Yeah,
I don't know. They say, hey,
Yeah,
when it comes
'cause,
to
like-
alcohol, you can get drunk through your ass,
Yeah.
right?
it's like it probably works the same way.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
It's like there are like suppository drugs that you take like
Oh, yeah.
anally. So I'm wondering if we would get like
You-
more absorption or something. Yeah, like coffee enemas. Yeah,
What?
yeah,
So you really, bro, you can really stick, some Anadrol up your ass before you work out.
yeah. So see everybody that asked me about sublingual Anavar or sublingual orals, just put it up your butt and see what happens.
Yeah,
You
they'll probably activate really quick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just make sure you
Just-
don't take any
yeah.
pre-workout for a little bit, so you don't shit it
Make
out.
sure you what were those things you said like berets? What were they called?
Bidets.
Bidets. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Make sure you clean out your ass with a bidet before you.
Exactly.
do that,
yeah, bidet and then
Yeah.
stick it up your ass.
Exactly.
Hey, yeah, bro.
You gotta explain to me what a fucking bidet is again. Because,
Okay, yeah. So when it comes to, I have a bidet
fascinated.
in every bathroom in my house.
Okay.
And a lot of people say, oh, you're whatever because
Yeah.
you're spraying water up your ass.
This is the first
But-
I've ever heard of that.
Bro, I don't know how people don't know what bidets are. So actually, how I found out about the bidet.
Like an Arkansas thing or something.
No, bidet is not an Arkansas
Okay.
thing. No, when I went to Indiana and got the Airbnb, there was a bidet in the bathroom. And I took a shit from it to the gym and I used it. And I was like, all right, this is amazing. Like, you just feel so clean. And then, dude, when I'm in the off season, bro, I'll shit like 5 times a day.
Yeah.
If I'm using regular toilet paper, bro, my ass will be burning by the end of the day,
Yeah.
dude. So I started using a bidet. It's amazing. I was using dude wipes for a while.
Yeah.
And I switched to the bidet. It's just so clean, bro.
I just can't fathom just like water spraying on my fucking ass. Like,
It's not that
like,
weird.
Is it like how how aggressive is the stream? Like,
That's the thing. Listen, the bidets have like a thing you like click, like you push it over like to the pressure you want.
Yeah.
Now I've actually went too hard a few times, and that shit fucking hurts.
Yeah.
But if you do the right pressure, it just cleans it off.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a clean ass.
I can see how it can be beneficial for like somebody pushing like 6K calories.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
bro.
you're fucking shitting like 5 times a day. It's
Bro,
like,
every like big bodybuilder shitting 5 times a day needs a bidet, bro. I'm telling you, it makes all the difference in the world. I've used dude wipes. Dude wipes are like really clean, but they leave like a little burning, tingling sensation.
Yeah.
So if you use like 12 dude wipes a day, then your ass is gonna be burning. And then on top of that, like it can mess up your plumbing or whatever. So bidet is the best way, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you should make your own and market it to bodybuilders.
I know, huh?
It's not a bad idea.
I'm gonna make a bidet for bodybuilders. Yeah.
It's Zane West bidet.
Yeah, the Z West bidet.
Z West bidet. We're gonna coin that right now.
Yeah. Everybody comes to my house and like, bro, what is this? And then they'll start shooting it. It'll go to the wall and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Only a light skin will get a bidet.
Yeah.
Oh, Zwesty bidet.
Yeah.
Swesty
I think it's a great idea, bro. Hey, bidets are the shit, dude. And it just makes you seem like you got more money than you really do.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have like a contraption on your toilet. People are like,
fancy little name too.
This dude is, bidet. Yeah, this dude's fancy, bro.
Oh man.
But yeah, bro, I need my bidet. I don't even like shit in places without it. I'll take travel dew wipes with me, but I miss my bidet, bro, when I'm away from it.
Just gotta bring a portable one or something. I don't know.
That's what
I don't think they don't have them in any bathrooms in Massachusetts, so just come prepared next time.
There you go. Yeah, but like I went to Indiana, used that, went on Amazon, ordered 2 of them. They're only like $30.
Oh shit.
$40.
Yeah. Not bad investment.
Yeah. I paid my little brother to install it.
Oh, there we go. Sweet. we gotta talk about something else besides spraying water up her ass here.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna ask you about this. Right. This is another one. All right, bro. What's like your what's your most horniest stories on Tren?
Most horniest stories on Tren.
Like, what does Tren do to you, like horny wise?
I gotta think about this for a second.
I think about like, bro, what if I was on Tren like the first time I discovered jacking off?
Oh yeah, you'd be like,
I'd jack off 30 times.
Yeah,
a day.
you'd be spraying everywhere.
Yeah.
It'd be on the walls. It'd be on the fucking It'd be a fucking mess. Let's see, horniest Tren story. Jesus Christ. Well, I would say like probably when, and we were talking about this before, you know, how we talk about Tren as like divorce in a bottle. So I would literally just like download Tinder, like I was in a relationship at the time too. So this is fucking insane. I feel like an absolute dickhead talking about this. I would download Tinder and like literally like I would like there was this one girl that I found there. Like I literally drove like I think it was like 90 minutes to go bang her. And my thought process in my head, like I don't know what the fuck I was doing. My thought process in my head was like, okay, well, I could be like spending this time with this like girl that I don't really fucking care about, or I could drive 90 minutes to like actually like go bang like a better chick. And that was the thought process that was going through my head, and like literally like 90-minute fucking drive just to fuck some girl, and it was just it's not like but I would say like I would say that was the horniest Tren story, driving 90 minutes to bang a girl.
Yeah, that's up there. See, I'd say like what were you saying?
I'd say it's nothing like crazy. Like
mine ain't super crazy, but thing like especially the first time I took Tren, I was so horny, bro. And my girl was pregnant. Bro, I was wearing her ass out like 4 times a day. And then and then it'd be like the 5th time I was trying to smash her and she was like, baby, I can't do anymore. And I'd get fucking pissed off. Bro, she would be full blown pregnant. I would be going crazy on her, bro.
So one thing that Tren would actually do to me was like it would like prevent my ability of finishing. Which it was when I took cabergoline with it. That's when it happened.
Oh, really?
So I remember I think it was the same girl I was seeing at the time. So like literally like I would just go for like an hour, like at a certain point I just get like uncomfortable. because I thought in my head I was like, okay, like my job here is literally to fucking finish, and like I just wasn't gonna stop until I did, and it was like everything was fucking hurting, and like she was probably not enjoying it at the time,
bro.
And it's I don't know if you ever experienced that. Like, you
Nah,
just last for fucking hours on that shit.
Nah,
On caber.
bro.
Yeah.
I've never used caber though.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
You
never
probably
used
don't need
caber.
it. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna throw in some caber just to have that ability.
It's just fun to take. Like, you can literally take it like right now and probably get some good effects. Because like, think about like, because like when you ejaculate, you like release prolactin. And it's like if you take something like Tren or Deca, you're constantly secreting prolactin. It's like you know how like when you feel like after you nut, it's like, you know, you don't feel like having sex. You're just like kind of like lethargic and stuff. And that's what you'll feel when your prolactin's high. So you take caber choline, which like counteracts that, and like you basically just like get the ability to just like keep your prolactin in check, and you can just fucking last for hours. Like you just like go like round after fucking round.
Okay, bro,
like,
that makes a lot of sense, bro. I never knew that.
Usually, I think it's called like refraction period.
Yeah.
Where it's like the time like after you ejaculate that you're like ready to go again. It like reduces that period.
Bro, that makes so much sense, bro. Because oh my gosh, yeah, that makes so much sense, dude. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm thinking back now, like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it now.
Yeah,
that's good information to know right there.
Exactly. Use it wisely.
Yeah. Use it responsibly.
Use it responsibly.
Yeah, no, I feel bad for my girl when I'm on Tren, bro.
Yeah,
it's bad. She's just like, yeah, I can't even say it. But dude, I'm on Tren, I'm smashing, bro. I literally feel like a gorilla or something.
Yeah,
like it just like
it's
animalistic.
It's aggressive. It's aggressive.
It's like something comes over you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I'm telling you, bro. Tren is like
unleashes your like inner fucking like demon. Like it's something else.
Venom. Yep.
Yeah.
Black Spider-Man.
Yep.
Well, if you could describe your sex life with a movie title, what would it be?
With a movie title, if I could. A sex life with a movie title. American Pie.
American Pie. Interesting.
Saying, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh my gosh.
I don't watch enough movies to think about that. I don't know. Braden, with all the information I told you so far about my sex life, what do you think? Movie title.
What do I think? Dude, I don't know. I have to think. Let me think on it while y'all keep talking.
Yeah.
I could probably think of something.
Mine would be Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
I go ham, bro. I go ham.
Oh man.
That's what I'd say, dude.
I'm gonna be thinking one for Evans. I'll have it at the end of the video.
Yeah.
I've always been a horny.
I don't know if I've given you enough information to formulate that, but we can come back to that. Yeah.
So how much if you discovered gear when you first started beating your meat, how much do you think you'd be beating?
Oh, dude, it'd be bad.
How old were you when you started beating your meat?
13.
Really?
Yeah. So like I think I have the funniest fucking story. So like I think we all relate to this. So it's like when you first figure it out, like when you're like 12, 13 years old, it's like you think you just like discovered like the fucking like holy grail.
Yeah.
That like nobody else has figured out.
Yeah.
You're like, holy shit, I can like you know, like make myself come, and it's like almost just like I can use my hand as like a vagina.
Yeah.
And it's like I discovered this crazy fucking thing. Then you realize like a month later that everybody's fucking doing it.
Bro,
Yeah.
I started beating my meat when I was 10 years old, bro.
10 years old.
No, someone told me when I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
You go in the shower, you use the soap. You use the soap and you beat your meat, bro. And so I was 10 years old, I was trying to beat my meat. So I got the soap, I'm in the shower standing up. You know, trying to stand up and jack off is like the hardest thing ever.
Yeah.
Right? So I just tried to beat my meat, couldn't do it. Later on, I kind of figured it out.
Yeah.
But the first 3 years of me beating my meat, I used soap.
3 years.
I used soap to beat my meat the first 3 years. Like I'd wake up in the morning, my dick would be flaking off.
I was gonna ask, like, how irritated was your fucking dick?
Oh,
like,
dude, it was terrible,
yeah,
bro. I would have skin flaking off on my meat, bro.
I wouldn't use I wouldn't use any like lotion or anything. I would just, like I wasn't even so I was just fucking dry handing it, and like, dude, I would get like I'd be doing it so much it would like hurt, but like I was like fucking like obviously like a horny fucking 12, 13-year-old, so I like keep doing it even though it hurt.
Yep. No, bro, you know what hurts? Whenever you think that you're supposed to beat your meat with soap and you get the beaded soap and you beat your meat with
soap.
Bro, I thought you only use soap, and I remember I was at my grandparents' house. I hope they don't listen to this. And all they had in the bathroom was the beaded soap that's supposed to like exfoliate. So I used that to beat my meat, bro. And it burned so bad the whole time, but I did the job.
So I remember, so on the topic of this, this is an insane podcast. So on the topic of this, so when I was 19 years old, my friend gave me a like you know what like a pocket pussy is, right?
Yeah,
So
I was talking about this.
Yeah, so he gave me his like used pocket pussy.
Hey, me
so,
too.
No, so like obviously like we like I cleaned it out and everything.
Yeah,
So but
me
like
too.
but the fact that I was like using like a fucking used pocket pussy that my like a hand me down from my friend is just absolutely fucking ridiculous.
No, bro, I
But-
did the same thing,
Yeah.
bro. My friend got one. We're probably like 14 or something. My friend ain't got a pocket
That's
pussy,
better than
bro.
19.
Yeah. Yeah, 19 is kind of crazy. Bro, no, when I was 14, my friend, he had got one. I came to his house and he was showing me. I was like, bro, what? Like, where did you get
Yeah.
this? Like, this is the second step from jacking off. Like,
Yeah.
you found out about pocket pussies. And he was like, fam, I just be putting it between my
Yeah.
mattress and get to stroking that thing, bro. He literally
That's
put it between
insane.
his mattress. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
he's like, yeah, bro, you could try it. So I cleaned it out, tried
Yeah.
it. I didn't really like it too much. But
Yeah.
You didn't make
No,
your
like-
own with the sponges?
yeah, I tried that too.
I never did that. No.
See, I tried to
Yeah.
make my own pocket pussy one time with the Pringles can and the sponge and all that. That was a glove, bro, a latex glove. That shit was
God.
terrible. That was so bad, bro.
Also, back on the title of
Yeah.
movies.
You thought of
I
something.
think, describe what you're saying. You'd either be Fast and Furious,
Fast and
or,
Furious.
12 Years a Slave.
What is that? I don't get that.
This has nothing to do with sex.
And Evan, 5 centimeters per second.
5 centimeters per second.
5 centimeters per second.
On the topic right now,
No.
Home Alone.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, on like, have you ever noticed like Tren shrinks your dick?
It changes your meat.
Yeah, like shrinks your dick.
No.
You never noticed that?
No.
Okay, so this is like I think it like legitimately like shrinks your dick a little bit.
Yeah.
Like when you get hard, it's like you still get hard, but it's like it's not like as like solid or like fucking like firm.
That's what I,
Like, yeah. So it's like I mean your dick may I don't think it actually like shrinks, like the tissue doesn't shrink.
Yeah.
But like your erections just like are not as big.
Yeah,
is
no,
what I noticed.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I say, bro. Sometimes you go to beat something up, bro, and it's like rock hard, it's full.
Yeah.
You feel like the man. And
Yeah.
other times you smash something and it's like kind of limpy a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just not the same.
So I noticed so the cycle I actually took recently, which was like literally every single DHT derivative under the sun. So I think it was tested like 700 mgs, then it was like Primo, Masteron, Anavar, Winstrol, and Proviron. So 5 different DHT derivatives that I was taking. Dude, my the hardness of my erections were just absolutely fucking insane.
Really?
Like absolutely fucking crazy. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So like I found it interesting. Like I didn't crash my estrogen doing that.
Yeah.
I thought I would. But no, like that was like probably the horniest and like the hardest my erections have ever been.
That's fine.
Just taking that.
That's fine.
But yeah, like you'll notice on Tren, it's like kind of like
Do you find yourself like running a heavy cycle, like looking at big girls a little more than usual?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah. It's yeah. and anybody that's watching this, you probably like stop lying to yourself. It's
Yeah, like, bro.
you stop lying to yourself.
Anybody that tells me like
Yeah.
they're running a high cycle and like you don't look at girls that
Like,
are kind
you-
of chunky and like
You do a little bit more. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like we're just open and fucking talking about it. But
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you can keep lying to yourself and say, oh, I'm just fucking no.
Ain't nothing wrong
Yeah.
with the big girls, bro.
we get it. What was that? What we were talking about before, like the girl that commented on your Facebook post.
Oh my
Fucking-
gosh, bro. Yeah, anytime like a big girl talks shit
Yeah.
to me, I'm just like, bro, like you're such an easy target.
Yeah, it's
I
like
never
not,
do
it's
it.
not even fun.
I never do
Yeah.
it, but I'm like in my head, I just want to be
Yeah,
like you should probably hire me.
yeah.
I could save your life.
See, like the guys that comment on our like stuff like that on our page, just like easy to fuck with them because like you'll hit their ego and then they'll like start crying or something.
Yeah.
But it's like the girls is like it's just too much of an easy target. Like
Yeah.
it's just like not even worth it.
Well,
know?
you can't talk shit to a woman. There's no winning
No,
that.
no,
You
there's
can't
no
win
winning
that.
No,
I don't even try.
no, yeah, no. They'll always come back.
Yeah,
Like, they'll always
you
come
know-
back to you some way.
Usually with the dudes, bro, like literally what I do every time, like they'll say like the most heinous shit to me. And I'll just
Yeah.
be like, God bless you, bro. And then they'll comment back like, damn, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to come off like that.
Yeah, no,
I feel bad.
I'll get that too. Like sometimes like guys will like comment shit like that on my page. I'm like, dude, like keep it up, bro. Like, you got a great physique.
Yeah.
And they're like, they'll DM me like, dude, like, I'm sorry. Like I'm just a hater. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I
kill 'em with
discovered that
kindness.
a long time ago, bro.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I don't know. I've been doing like social media for a while, bro.
Yeah.
So like the comments used to kind of get to me. Now, like I don't give a shit. I've heard
Oh, no, I
everything.
don't give a fuck
And I was be
anymore,
like,
dude.
I'm like, yeah, God bless you, bro. Like I feel you or something.
Yeah.
And, bro, they'll literally every time they're like, oh, bro, like you're a really chill dude, bro. I'm sorry, I didn't whatever.
So when I was making most of my content, I was really trying to grow my page. I told you I was taking Tren at the time, so I would like those comments would fucking get to me.
Yeah.
It's like I like any disrespect I would get, I would take it instantly personally.
Yeah.
And I would fucking clap back at them. I would like just like try to like find every piece about like what was on their profile and just rip them apart.
Oh, I used
like
to do
that's
that
like
too,
it's the wrong approach because they're always gonna come back at you and they're like you're gonna come off as insecure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, maybe you are at the time, but it's like if you just reply to them and be like, yeah, like you said, God bless you, or just like compliment them or something, they just feel bad.
Yeah,
It's like-
exactly.
and then they realize like, oh, I'm just a hater. Like
That's
Yeah.
a key tip for anybody out there on social media, influencer,
Yeah.
whatever. Somebody says something really bad to you,
Kill 'em
just
with
tell them,
kindness.
God bless you, bro. They have a good physique, like, hey, you look great, bro. God bless.
Kill 'em
Every
with
time,
kindness.
bro. They're like, there's no response for that. Like, what are they gonna say?
like what are you gonna say? Like you're just coming off as like a nice person at that point.
Yeah,
like there's
exactly.
no reason to hate you. You
Yep.
know? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like I do feel like a lot of those comments and a lot of people commenting them, they're already coming from like a miserable spot in their life.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like, if you attack them, they're just gonna attack you even more because you're just triggering their insecurities even more.
yeah,
But yeah, it's like, they're coming from a place, maybe they're not super happy with their physique, or maybe their girlfriends broke up with them, or
Yeah,
they're not
you never
financially set. You never know what's
it's
going
usually
on.
it's usually around those lines. Though.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I've had so many people like just like comment or DM me, bro. Like, bro, you're gonna die by the time you're 30.
Yeah.
Like, say shit like that. I'm like, bro, God bless you, bro. I don't know what's going on in your life, but like,
Yeah.
I hope you heal from it. Cause like, bro, why would you tell somebody that?
Yeah, it's
for
like-
any reason.
Anybody that's like successful or like in bodybuilding or like in like life in general, like business, finances, whatever, like if they're in a happy place, they're never gonna talk shit to you
No.
because they have no reason to. They have nothing to prove.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like you if somebody's attacking you, there's something directly going on in their life that's causing that reaction.
exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Is there anything that triggers you that you watch online?
What do you mean? Like
Just anything that triggers you, like
if I'm like watching a reel, like anything that
Anything.
triggers me personally.
yeah.
I'm trying to think. Honestly, not anymore. Just because I've been like in the social media game so long, so it's like I know if I see a reel on there that's like triggering people, it's there for a reason to build up engagement.
Yeah.
So it's like I just laugh at it at that point,
Yeah.
But no, I used to. One of the biggest things that would trigger me would be like when I would be scrolling down reels and I'd see like OnlyFans girls,
Yeah.
and like they would just be like talking about like, oh, like I just bang dudes for a living and I have this like big house, and that would like piss me off. I'd be like what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
whereas like I'd show my ass on camera and I have this Lambo.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I'd be like, fuck you.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
What about you?
What would trigger me? No, it still kind of triggers me sometimes, bro. It's just like the women or like the men hating women, bro.
Yeah.
Those, bro, because they'll just say like the most outlandish shit. And I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. That would still kind of piss me off to this day.
Yeah.
Like, cause cause women, they can say whatever. Like, if
Yeah.
a dude says something similar to what they're saying, like he's gonna get canceled, he's gonna get kicked
Right.
off the internet. You know what I mean? So some of that stuff, I'm like, bro, like how can she just get away with saying this?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to do better with that, not triggering me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the whole like double standard thing.
Yes,
and
bro.
I
There's
hear
so
that,
many
yeah.
like. Anytime I see a video like that, or like a post from a woman, I'm like, bro, if this was turned around, like,
Bro, that guy's life would be ended.
yeah. The dude's life would be ended.
It's over. Yeah. 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 That's fucking crazy. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that like really bugs me on social media. You're like out of
The
shape,
science-based guys.
Yeah, I
sometimes-
was getting to that, like the out of shape, like science-based guys.
dude. Oh my
like just
gosh.
like it's mostly like the training they talk about.
Yeah,
about, like,
it is the
yeah.
training most of the part.
Yeah. So like they'll be like, oh, you don't need like one set with like perfect form.
Yeah.
And, like take it like 3 reps in reserve or something just to like avoid
Dude.
fatigue.
Oh my god. The people that
Yeah.
say not to train to failure,
Bro,
I'm like, oh my.
You look at their
gosh.
physique and it's like, what the fuck? Like, why am I listening to this person?
I'm just like when I hear
yeah.
people say not to train to failure, I'm like, bro, like
Yeah.
How are you even enjoying training?
Yeah, like are you having fun? Like, how do
Yeah,
you fucking like, dude? Like, do you think like yesterday when we train arms, we even thought in our head about overtraining? Like,
No.
was that even a thought that came up in our mind during that
No.
workout? No, we were just having fun,
Yeah,
right?
we were fucking
Yeah,
killing
we were
it.
just like, oh, you know what? This feels good. We're just gonna do another set here. Am I afraid of my biceps becoming like fucking like overworked or something and not recovering? No,
Yeah,
like it
no.
just felt good, so I just did another set.
Dude, and then,
Yeah.
dude, you know what? I've been seeing a lot lately that's like, dude, insane to me. You see like a lot of those like science-based kids like debating Phil Viz.
Oh
Have you
yeah,
seen
yeah,
them?
yeah.
I'm like, bro, who is?
Dude, Phil rips them apart. I
I'm
love.
like, who,
Yeah.
bro? Who in their right mind is trying to debate
Yeah,
Phil
are you really
Viz?
trying to Are you trying to fucking tell Phil Viz you're smarter than him?
Exactly.
Like, dude, first of all, his physique blows anybody out of the water, and like, second of all, Phil is way more knowledgeable than these guys, even though he doesn't like really come off as it. Like, you scroll like deep down into his content, like he's a very very intelligent person, very
I've
intelligent
learned
coach.
a lot
Yeah.
from watching Phil
Same here.
Viz.
Same here. I've watched all of his podcasts. I would say a lot of the methods I use for my own coaching is like from like learning from him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I just pray I never end up on a Phil Viz video of him
Oh, yeah.
dismantling what I say.
Yeah, that. I was actually that came to my head too. I'm like, I wonder if he's ever gonna like take one of my videos and like just like rip me apart or something.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
pray, Phil. You know, if you ever
Yeah.
want to rip me apart, just reach out first.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
Take it
So,
down.
yeah, I'm not gonna take it personally,
I'll
but
take
just like,
it down.
yeah. No, but I don't think I think we're fine because like we don't go into like the really like nitty gritty.
No.
Right. We're not saying to people, hey, like this is how it is. This is like the method.
Yeah.
And we're not like trying to come off as like smart or anything.
Yeah.
Or like you're saying something that we don't really understand fully.
Exactly. Like I'm
Yeah.
never gonna come off like trying to dismantle what someone else
No,
is saying
no.
for the most, unless it's just like completely insane.
Right. Yeah. It's just like fucking like a teenager taking like a stupid cycle. Like yeah, that's
bro.
yeah. Yeah, I can see myself making a reaction video from that. But
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But to say like my method of training is the absolute best and you need to follow this.
Yeah, no.
Fuck no. No, I don't know everything. you
No,
know?
hell
Yeah.
no. Me neither, bro.
Yeah.
It's so much when it goes into training, and then it's like, dude, like bro, so many different people that train different ways and all look great.
Yeah.
So it's like
Exactly. High volume, low volume, fucking drop sets, whatever. Like
different
yeah.
splits. Like,
yeah. Exercise selection.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so person dependent. I mean, like usually when I start with a guy that's maybe like been in the gym for 2-3 years, maybe he's done a couple cycles. Like I will just like write them like a certain method of training.
Yeah.
Which like it's a lot of volume and it's a lot of intensity.
Yep.
Because I want them to like learn how to train hard.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I don't necessarily trust them just yet to do like 1 or 2 sets to absolute failure.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like you need to teach them how to train hard first. But once they're at a point where they kind of understand their body, then you can kind of manipulate a little bit more to like alter the volume, alter the reps and sets, all that stuff.
Yep.
But again, it's just so person dependent. Like one method is never
it's
gonna
very
work for
person
everybody.
dependent,
Yeah.
especially like when you get guys that have never really like trained before. They're it's kind of like lifestyle, getting into it a little bit. Like sometimes you can't give them like a crazy workout because they just don't need that much stimulus to grow.
Right.
And then you just kind of up the intensity over time.
Yeah.
A lot of times what I'll do.
Yeah.
But lifestyle too, like it's just kind of, you got to go based off their schedule as well.
That's true.
And what they can do. And then I've had guys come to me, it's like, yeah, man, like, like a guy that signed up with me not too long ago was like, yeah, bro, I have no ass. Like I'm trying to grow my glutes.
Yeah. That's all right. Perfect.
Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, my chest and traps. I'm like,
Squats,
all right,
hip thrusts,
cool,
RDL.
Yeah, cool.
Perfect.
Like, all right, works for me. He's like, yeah, man, older I'm getting, bro, I'm just losing my ass. Like I need something to hold my pants up. It's like completely straight dude. You know what I mean? Like
That's so funny.
he used to play in the NFL and everything. So yeah, it's funny.
That's so funny. But yeah, with the I feel like with the lifestyle guys, like I work with like a certain niche of people where it's like they're lifestyle guys, but like they want to look like really
like
good.
they want to look like
they want to
bodybuilder.
look like fucking impressive.
Yeah.
So it's like I know like I can even test their level of like commitment and their level of like how hard they're willing to push.
Yeah.
And then I can give them a program and gauge it off that.
Exactly.
But like like you said, just average guy that maybe has 1 year of training experience.
Yep.
That probably can't handle a really intense program. Yeah, give him something like a 5x5 first and just get his strength up.
Yep.
Something basic. Yeah. Let's see what else can we discuss here.
I had something I was thinking of, but now I can't think of it. What was it? What was it? Damn it.
See, this is what That's what happens when we spend 6 hours at the fucking Chevy dealership.
Yeah, bro.
Versus
Hey, bro, I
absolutely
told
cooked.
y'all we're gonna be there all fucking day.
Dude,
Brain's
Brain's
like
like
20 minutes.
There's
bro.
like 20 minutes for me in and out with a Corvette. Like no, it's like, it never
20 minutes
happens.
for me.
Bro, when we were walking in, I was like, when we got out the car, I said, bro, we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah, no, you were right.
Bro, 20
were
minutes, bro.
absolutely
I
right.
get my car in 20 minutes. Everybody can't beat Braden.
No.
That's how I'm setting it up next
Yeah.
time though. Like even when I got my last car, like I was like, hey, let's do all the paperwork on the phone, like through text.
Yeah.
And then when I get up there, I just got to sign paperwork.
Yeah, and just leave it
which
with
is
the
different
car.
in Arkansas than here. Y'all got to do a fuck ton of shit.
Dude, like I did not expect there was gonna be that much involved with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the funniest thing we can tell us to the camera too. So, I was like, at this point, we were at the dealership for what, like 5.5 hours or something.
Yep.
And my brain was just so cooked. So they're like, how are you paying the down payment? I'm like, like cash. so they bring us to this like what was like this like briefing room
They're
or
about to
something.
bring the money counter out.
They got the whole team out there to bring the money counter, and they're like, all right, where's the cash? I'm like, what are you talking about? like cash. We're gonna count the cash you brought. I'm like, oh no, it's a debit card. I made them walk all the way out there just to tell them I was gonna pay with a fucking card.
Yeah.
And that got declined like fucking 3 times because it was over my limit.
Yeah.
So we had to put it on like 3 different cards.
Bro, speaking of getting declined, bro, like you ever like gone up to you ever like gone up to a register to pay for something? It's like a pretty girl, and you're like, "Fuck, oh my shit."
Oh yeah,
decline,
all the time, all the time.
bro.
I've had it happen once.
Yeah,
it was at the grocery store. So there's this cashier was working there, probably around like our age, like pretty cute.
Yeah.
And I remember, so I forgot to refill my personal account for my business.
Yeah.
So I think like the total at the grocery store was like over $100, and I only had like 70 sitting in my account because I forgot to refill it. So it got like there's still a balance left over. I'm like, oh god damn it!
Yeah.
I promise I'm not poor. Like, break out the business card, make sure she sees it. I'm like,
Yeah.
business card.
No, bro. I remember when I was broke, bro.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I think I was in a different state. I forget where I was, but this is when I was broke.
Yeah.
Like I remember I went up to the counter. I was like, oh, this girl's pretty bad. Like I'm telling my little brother, like I think I'm gonna say what's up to her, or whatever. And then I get up to the counter. And then I buy my stuff, like I'm flirting with her and shit.
Yeah.
And then I buy it, and it declines. And I'm like, oh, it's declining because I'm in a different state right now. Like my bank doesn't recognize it. I go check my account, it's like negative $24. I'm like, I'll be right back. I gotta call my bank. It just didn't come back.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do at that
That blocked
point.
me from not getting
Yeah,
a number.
never go in that grocery store again. Like,
Yeah.
Brandon, is there anything left in that like can right there? I see someone like wash the.
This one?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck. Is there anything left in that? Like a tiny sip? Okay. I see someone to wash the nicotine pouch down with.
Oh, I thought you meant something to spit in. There's still some in there.
I was gonna spit in your drink, Raiden.
Just breaking to drink it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the how do you like these? 13 mgs?
No, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
I wasn't
solid.
able to finish it all.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've been ripping these the entire day. So that's what happens when I'm with fucking Braden. It's
not
like
sleeping,
he
dog.
brings me these every single time. And like a whole bunch of them, like 3 or 4. And then I go through like half the tin in like one day.
Yep.
And like I'm just like abusing caffeine.
See, bro, I just do 3 milligrams, bro.
Yeah.
I can't do a shit ton.
I started with 3. And then now we're at 10 milligrams more. So now we're at 13.
I can't, bro. I don't know how y'all do it.
No, I don't know how to do it either. I remember the first time I had a Zyn, I remember I was working at Equinox, and one of my coworkers gave me one. And I remember we were doing like these things called like event tables, where like we'd post up like, and we would just like try to like get people to book like their complimentary training sessions. So he gave me a 6 milligram Zyn. It was just like the chill flavor, like the unflavored one. And like I remember like the whole room like started like spinning. And then I remember it like hit me like midway through when I was like talking to like a member.
Yeah.
And like I stopped like mid sentence and I completely forgot what I said.
Yeah.
And like where I was like talking about like this guy's like training goals and everything like that, and I just like stopped mid sentence. I'm like, I just got to go to the bathroom for a sec.
Really, bro.
Yeah. I didn't throw up, but like I was good. But
First time I
yeah.
ever tried any type of nicotine, I was living in I was living in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But it was like a small redneck town. And the dudes
Oh, yeah.
there were like, hey man, like try this Zane, bro. Zane, try this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, bro, I ain't trying that. And they gave me like, it was like a 10 milligram one. I'm like 15
shit.
years old, 140 pounds.
Oh,
I was like,
God.
all right, I put it
Yeah.
in, bro. I remember I was walking in, cool. And all of a sudden I started feeling dizzy. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And I took it out and threw it on the ground and everything. And then like 10 minutes later, we're starting football practice and I just throw up everywhere.
Yep.
And they're all fucking dying, laughing, like
Yeah.
the funniest shit
Yeah.
ever.
Yep. What was it? I think it was back when I was like 21. I remember it was like New Year's. So actually, no, sorry. So that time I had the Zyn at Equinox. That was not the first time. That was the first time I did it in a long time. So the first time I actually had a Zyn was it was like New Year's Eve at UNH, and I was like absolutely blackout hammered. And I remember this one guy just gave me a Zyn. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I just fucking took it and like instantly threw up. Like
Yeah.
the room started spinning, instantly threw up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I threw up. So another thing, I don't know. Have you ever done shrooms?
Shrooms?
Yeah.
Once. Yeah.
You like it or not?
It was an interesting experience. Like
Okay.
it was a really interesting experience. But tell me about yours first.
Yeah. So when it comes to, bro, I think I probably had like the most life-changing stuff on shrooms.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to say.
Yeah.
My friend, I think I've took shrooms like 4 times. My friend just talked me into him like, bro, this is stupid. Like, what are we doing? And I took them, but bro, like the thing with shrooms is like it just allows you to like look at your life from the outside in.
Yes. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Exactly.
Like you can take shrooms and then you'll literally be able to like look at yourself and like everything you're doing and be like, okay, yeah, I need to stop doing this. I need to change this. I need to do this better. Like it literally like
Yeah.
it's like me looking at your life from
So
the
like,
outside in.
so you come off that one like shroom experience and like you take something away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I experienced the same thing. Like so I remember it was me and my friend. So we lived in an apartment. It was after we graduated UNH. So we were still living on campus for a little bit. And I remember so it was like Christmas break, so like during December, and like nobody was on campus. It was like ghost town. So we had like this bag of shrooms. We were just starting with just like microdosing it, and we didn't really feel anything. So then we like kept taking more and more until we were at like what's like I think it was like 3 grams or something, which is like I think it's a lot, right?
Yeah.
So I think we got up to like 3 grams, and I remember like so my friend was seeing this girl at the time, and we went to her apartment, and like we just instantly sensed like something was like amiss. And like her roommate was this girl with like tattoos and like piercings, and it's like we just like thought she was like the devil, and we were both like on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
It was great. So we were like, all right, like you need to come with us. We need to like remove you from this like satanic place.
Yeah.
And we brought her back to the apartment. And it was so funny. So my friend started like cooking her like bison and grass fed beef and like fruit and everything. He's like, you need to eat this to like purify yourself. And I remember then we were like outside and we were like tasting the grass because we wanted to like taste the earth, like see how pure it was. And it was just like crazy, but like it was just such like a surreal experience because like at the time like there was nobody on campus, so it was like a ghost town. So we were like really just like in our own heads and just I mean it was just insane. I remember like when I would rip my vape when I did that, and like it was like a completely different feeling.
Oh yeah.
Because like I know like nicotine's like it's some sort of a nootropic, so they probably had some sort of like synergistic effect. But like I mean, it was just it was crazy. I don't think I really like took anything like life changing away from it, but like the experience I had during it was like fucking.
You gotta use shrooms now, bro.
Yeah,
it would be the perfect time.
I think it would, just because like I've built this business up for so long.
Yeah.
I think it would be really like introspective.
No, it would. You need to do shrooms now, bro.
Yeah.
Because like I know you're probably the same way as me.
Yeah.
Like you get so focused on getting to a goal, and then you get to it, and it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Like you had more enjoyment on just thinking like one day I'm gonna be able to get there, and then when you get there, it's like, all right, cool. What's next?
What's the next goal? Yeah.
If you take shrooms, bro, like you literally will look at yourself and like, damn, bro, like
like a
I
bird's
was
eye
at
view.
Equinox, like fucking, training these people like miserable and barely getting by, and then driving my 2008 Avalon for all this time, and then like, bro, I just got a fucking Corvette. Like you're sitting in your Corvette,
you can look back at it and be like more like appreciative of it,
Exactly.
Because like when I'm in the moment, it's like I'm not really appreciative of it. Like you said, it's just like you're so focused on the next goal.
Yeah.
You can't even live in the moment.
Yep.
Versus like I feel like when you take shrooms and you look back at that, you're more like introspective on it.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be a really good experience, honestly.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you need to,
Yeah,
bro.
it's like I wasn't I was not in a good place when I took it last time.
Yeah.
'Cause I was broke, like I was right out of college. I didn't know what I was gonna do with my life. So I think it would be a much more like positive experience.
Yeah,
You know?
100%. Yeah. No, it would.
Yeah.
It'd be great, bro. You just get to really reflect on like all the hard times and all the things you went through
Yeah.
to finally get here. Like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta try it again. Damn, put me on all these fucking drugs.
Do 4.5 though.
Yeah, huh?
Do 4.5.
4.5. Is that like what's considered a high dose of shrooms?
I feel like 4.5 is like where you want to be.
Okay.
I don't know about using any more than that.
Yeah.
Like that's the most I've done. It's always been with my friend Peyton, and he's just like full sins
Yeah.
every time.
Is it possible? It's possible to have a bad trip on that, right?
So, yeah, but it's like the only way you're really gonna have a bad trip is like if you're in a really bad headspace,
Okay.
or you're like just in a bad environment.
Okay.
That's really like if you're with the right people or person, or you're like just by yourself in a good place, then you'd be good. I've never had a bad experience.
Okay. No, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah, no, I feel like that would be great. I feel like I should like get my new apartment first.
Yes,
like-
bro.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Do it with your boy in y'all's new place.
Yeah, yeah.
Do it, bro.
I think that'd be good.
That's a great
it'd be a good
idea.
bonding experience. Yeah. You know, that's an idea. You ever do acid?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you compare that?
I did that twice. It's honestly pretty similar. It's pretty similar. I would say acid's a little bit more aggressive. Like you actually like see things. Like I used it. Like if I look at this camera right now, it looks like it's like moving.
It'd be like
in and
visuals.
out.
Okay.
It's more visuals and things like that. But then I just started hearing horror stories about people, and I was like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I started hearing horror stories about
Yeah.
people going like schizophrenic and shit.
Like permanently.
Yeah, I
okay.
was like, nah,
Yeah, I don't want to fuck with that.
Never do that again.
Yeah.
I like shrooms better anyway.
Yeah.
Like I don't. I mean, it definitely does the same thing though. Like you like look at yourself from
Yeah.
outside looking in perspective and everything, but it's just still just not the same.
Yeah. What about you tried kratom before, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kratom during contest prep.
Yeah. I think, yeah, we were talking about that before. So like I've only taken kratom like a handful of times, and honestly, I didn't have like a good experience on it, probably because I use it retardedly.
Yeah.
But like how would you say it would like benefit like your contest prep? Like in what way?
Oh, dude, it benefits your contest prep like crazy. So the only time I used it and would use it is like the last 3 weeks of contest prep.
Okay.
You're just like really starving, really like feeling the hunger pains, like just everything because you know it hits your what is it, your receptors like your opioid receptors.
Okay.
So like your suffering and everything is like it takes it away.
Okay.
So and then when you're especially like it works extremely well too, like if you're not eating a lot of food. Like my insulin sensitivity 3 weeks out is insane. So when I take that, my body absorbs it like crazy, and its effects are just crazy. Like the focus, like just being able to work, like training, it's a massive difference.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I should try that again just to see what's up.
Yeah.
Because the 2 times I took it were just like completely fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I was taking it like stacked with like 3 other different drugs. Like then we talked about this last time. It was like where I had I literally like threw up.
Yeah.
Like, violently. It was like I was taking that with like DMAA, Phenibut. I was also drunk.
Yeah, bro.
This is back like 4 years ago. I was a fucking retard back
Yeah,
then.
you were
but,
going
yeah.
all out,
Yeah,
bro.
I was going through it.
You were going all out on that
Yeah.
one, bro.
Oh man, that was bad. Yeah. Yeah, no, next time we'll be better. Braden, where we at for time right now?
We're good. We're at an hour 23.
I think we're good. We
We talked about shit.
talk
too.
about so much fucking shit. That's the podcast. After 6 hours of sitting in the fucking Chevy dealership, I think we pulled something good together.
I think we did pretty good,
we
man.
did pretty well.
I think I'm a good guest.
You're a solid guest.
Now Evan's
You're
gonna
s-
have to come to
Now
my
I'm gonna have to
city.
come to fucking Arkansas, and these fuckers are gonna drag me over there, and I don't know what I'm gonna.
Oh, one
experience
more.
in
Let's
Arkansas.
talk about one more topic.
There's a lot of goth girls in Arkansas. You mentioned.
Yes,
Yeah, all
we
right.
have a lot of goth,
all right.
goth girls.
I'm there.
You need to come down.
There, yeah.
You need to come down. We'll find him a wife, bro.
Perfect. And that's,
He can't find a
that's
wife
not, that's
out
not my
here.
wife.
We can't find him a wife out here on this side of the country. You gotta come down the south, dog.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Gotta feed him soul food.
yeah. We usually have Louisiana food and
Perfect.
stuff.
What'd you want to end off
One
on?
more topic. Okay, what do you think? Hear me out on this one. What do you personally think about guys that have just nowhere near the genetic capability that want to compete and try to get to the highest level. Do you think there's guys out there that they're going to waste years and years in health?
Yes, absolutely. So one of the reasons I personally don't compete is because I know for myself to get to a really high level, I'm gonna have to push things pretty hard just because of my genetic capabilities. And I personally don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And I think like a lot of guys just they don't really understand that like bodybuilding is just like playing in the NBA or playing in fucking the NFL. It's like the chances you're gonna like the chances you have to get to the top are very, very slim.
Exactly.
And it's like people think like, oh, like I can just do bodybuilding and not have these like great genetics, but it's really the same thing. It's like, do you think you're gonna be an NBA player?
Yeah.
You think you're gonna be a fucking NFL player? It's not gonna happen.
I used to think
like,
I could make it to the NBA.
Yeah.
So I
Exactly.
see
So,
kind of where people are coming from.
But like I do think that like kind of like optimistic delusion is like beneficial.
Yeah.
Because like you're still gonna get far, right?
Exactly.
You can still get really far with it,
pretty
but
far.
you have to understand like, like there's a certain point where it's gonna get to, a stage where it's like you're pushing so much gear, you're pushing so much food, the wear and tear on your body is just absolutely detrimental. It's like there's nowhere to go from there.
Yeah.
So that's when you have to kind of call it quits.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
And then like people ask me like, hey bro, do you think I have like the genetics to like go far in bodybuilding?
Yeah.
And I was like, number one, a lot of times you don't really know until you try. A lot of times, some people you can just tell right off the bat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, people could surprise you.
Yeah.
You never know. But no, I do get that. Like, I get those questions too. It's like, first of all, I'm the wrong person to ask because I don't compete.
Yeah.
But it's like, but I also feel like they want like the validation from one of us, just saying like, yeah, man, like you can do it. Like,
Yeah.
So they want to hear that in their head more so than they actually want to do it.
Exactly. Yeah, because I'm like, you have those people that think like there's dudes that are like, oh yeah, bro, like I'm gonna be an Olympian and stuff like that, and they have like the delusion, like you know how good they can be. And there's some people like me personally, I've always like people have always told me I'm better than what I think I am. Like I feel like I even still
you have good genetics.
Yeah,
you
even still though,
genetics,
like I don't think like I got anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? But then somebody tell me, oh no, like this and that and third. So I don't know. Like I'm just like me personally, I'm just trying to see how far I can take it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not expecting to. I'm not like sitting here like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, and if it happens where you do get to a high level and compete in the pro stage, like that's fantastic.
Yeah, great.
Right, but it's like you don't have that like really really like high level goal where it's like if I don't do this, then like everything I did up to that point is a waste,
it's for nothing.
For nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You enjoy the process.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I enjoy the process. And I just love bodybuilding, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I just love bodybuilding.
Yeah, like if you're going to bodybuild and compete, do it because you love it.
Yeah.
Right? Don't do it because you think you're going to go pro and get all this like notoriety and fame and shit. Like,
exactly.
That's not going to happen. Like half the pros, you don't even know their names.
Dude. 3/4 of the pros, nobody even knows them.
Dude, like I could go to like a pro show and not know a single fucking person there.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's like, even if you do get to that pro level, it's like, are you actually going to be competitive at the pro level?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother ballgame.
It's such a difference. Like, okay, can you go pro?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you be competitive as a pro? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You do good at pro shows. Can you be an Olympian?
Yeah.
Or at the Arnold Classic. Like, it's just just the genetics to get there just so insane. So like me, bro, my goal, number one, like I know I can turn pro. Like I know that for sure. Like I'm gonna turn pro.
100%.
And then after that, I just want to see how far I can take it.
Exactly.
Like if I could win a pro show, I'd be like, holy shit, I want a pro show.
I think like achieving a pro card is actually a good goal.
Yeah.
It's like that I feel like you can like achieve with like, subpar genetics.
Yeah.
Like if you just, train hard, eat the good amount of food, like, consistently over years and years.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's guys out there that turn pro that are literally just fucking workhorses, bro.
Yeah.
Like they literally are
They'll
gonna
outwork
squeeze
their
out
genetics,
every ounce of their potential.
And I feel like that's really fucking valuable.
Yeah.
Like that right there, like, the fact that you can just like literally out train your genetics and like outwork people that are in a better spot than you.
Yeah.
That's gonna build your character.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to like translate into like other areas of your life.
Yep.
Like just that process, that grueling process.
Yep.
Of like, just working for something that wasn't necessarily handed to you.
Yep.
I think that's fantastic.
And then the best of the best are the guys that have crazy genetics and then stupid work ethic as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
that's when you get like a champion.
Yeah, because I basically like I had a coach one time, like this was pretty eye opening. Like he told me, he was like, bro, like, you're relying on your genetics, bro. Like if you would like put in the work like some of my other guys, like, you would be crazy.
Exactly.
But he's like, you're relying on genetics. You don't work as hard as you could be. he's like, the guys at the top, he said, they have your genetics and they bust their ass. Like, they work extremely hard.
Exactly.
And then I started getting around pros, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. Like you think you're working hard, or you think you're eating like, you know, enough food. It's like you talk to those guys and it's like they're pushing 7,000 calories. They're taking their sets way beyond what you think is
They don't
possible.
miss a fucking meal.
They don't miss a meal. They haven't missed a meal in 10 years.
Yeah,
like bro, like yeah. Like you train with a pro bodybuilder and that shit's gonna humble you.
Oh yeah.
It's just gonna, like that's just gonna put you out for weeks.
Dude,
like,
yeah. And then like I said, like I told you, like even just being around, like training in person with the pro, like I said, I trained with Austin Espy, like dude, I'm like I just feel like a child.
Yeah.
Like we went to the posing room and everything. It what's it called? Damn. We went to the posing room at Absolute Recon.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I felt like a child.
Yeah.
I felt so small.
I mean, that's good to be around that environment though, because it just pushes you to be better. So it's like I will always, like, if I have a training partner, I want to make sure that person's bigger and stronger than me. Yeah. But I know that's gonna push me to get to new levels. You know.
Yeah. See, I can't find that where I live.
Yeah. Yeah. You're living in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Dude, I wish I had a gym like yours, bro.
Yeah.
That gym is fucking sick.
I have a good situation. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yeah.
We were talking about, it's like the old school, like, you know, 90s Kevin Leveroni vibe. Like,
yes, bro. Like, dude, that gym, like, that's like only on like the East Coast, bro.
You go there and like you have to train hard.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're over here doing like old school shit, like the fucking barbell curls, the behind the neck like skull crushers. Like, you know, nobody's doing that shit anymore.
No.
Like, yeah. It was such a good environment. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. All right.
I guess we'll end off on that.
We can wrap it up. This is the 4th episode of the No Quinnters podcast. I'm fucking tired.
Me too.
I have a Corvette now.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you do.
Fuck. What a day. What a fucking day.
Hopefully we can pick up the vet tomorrow.
Hopefully. Not high likelihood, but hopefully.
I want to see you drive it before we bounce.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.